Hi guys, it's Charlotte from That Girl Cooks Healthy. So today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious vegan style yellow plantain porridge. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need some plantain. So you need some ripe plantain for this recipe. And I do recommend using plantain that has dark spots. The darker the plantain in terms of the skin, the sweeter the plantain will be. So you can see that the plantain that I'm using has dark spots, but it's not extremely dark as you can get plantain, but at the same time it's still on the sweeter side than it is on the more mature and ripened side. You'll also need some plant-based milk. I'm using almond milk for this recipe only because I sometimes with the coconut milk the coconut taste can come through too much, so I try to use a neutral based type of vegan milk. You'll also need some water, some condensed milk. I'm using homemade vegan condensed milk. Again, the amount that you need will depend on the sweetness or the ripeness, should I say, of the plantain that you're using. So the amount that you use will be subject to individuals. You also need some nutmeg, some cinnamon, and some pink salt. So the first thing we'll want to do is to remove the peel from the yellow plantain. So you just need to place the plantain on a chopping board, and what you want to do is remove the ends first of all. So if you just slice the ends off, and then you just slice lengthways through the skin. So you just slice, when you're slicing lengthways, you're just going to remove the skin. You can just use your thumb fingers to remove the skin. Because it's quite soft, it will be quite easy to remove that skin. So you just remove that from both of the plantain that you're using, and once you've done that, you'll need to just slice the plantain. So you slice each one. You don't really need to make small chunks, you can use big chunks if you want. So just slice them up in some chunks so we can add them to the blender to blend. So now we're going to puree the plantain. So we need to add some water to our blender first of all, and once we've added the water to the blender, this will help to break down the plantain into a smooth consistency. So we add the water and then we add the plantain, and we just pulse it for about a minute or so until it becomes a pureed texture. So now that the plantain has been pureed, we need to add the plantain to a saucepan, and once we do that, we're going to add some of our plant-based milk, and we're just going to leave our plantain to simmer for about say 10 or 15 minutes, but we also need to stir it as well to make sure that it's not lumpy during this given time. So we're just leaving it now really and stirring it occasionally so it forms into a nice porridge consistency for us. So this is what our porridge looks like after about say 10 or 15 minutes. It's nice and creamy, and it also has more of a thick consistency to it, and that's really what we want in terms of consistency. You might want yours a bit thinner, but I like a thickish consistency. So then we just add our nutmeg. We just grate the nutmeg in directly into the saucepan, and we also add our cinnamon and pink salt. I also did add some vanilla as well, but I think at that time when I added the vanilla, I thought I was recording, but clearly I wasn't. But I did add vanilla because that is a must for Caribbean porridge as well. In terms of the condensed milk, you will add that to taste. As I said, the sweeter the plantain when you buy it, you know, with the black skin, the less sugar or sweetener you will need. So how much you use is up to you. Some people use more than what I'm using, some people use less. So you just want to just stir that in so it's you know, completely combined and it tastes delicious. You know, plantain porridge is so nice. It's one of my favorites. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Thank you so much for watching the video. Enjoy, and thanks for your support.